Hey, it's your boy DJ Wolf. Let me get this out the way real quick. I got thinking about. I was talking about last night. Last night, me and my family down here in the DMV had dinner together because my nephew was he's in the military. He's getting ready to go back to his duty station over on the West Coast, and we celebrated. We had fun. We laughed, loved, the usual family get-together. It was joyful. It wasn't a whole bunch. It was no drama. It really was no drama. The youngest one was there. She just had a little fit. She was just, I don't know, she was in her feelings or something. I don't know. But beyond that, and it wasn't no big deal. But nevertheless, for the most part, it was the way I felt family should always be at gatherings. Now, I lived at home in Cleveland 21 years. And for the most part, it never felt the way it did last night. Never. I was just thinking about that. I was thinking about how sometimes, and like I said, most these people here, with the exception of my son, I'm not blood kin to most of them, but I felt more of a bond and a closeness as a family with them than anybody I've ever felt with living at home. That's no bullshit. And yeah, I said it because it's the fucking truth. I didn't really feel that way when I lived at home. I'm not gonna lie to you about that. I really didn't feel that way at all. The mail come through. Just never felt that way. Not once. Okay, I know what she did. This chick right here. But I never, ever felt that way. And like I said again, it's just amazed me how black people treat each other, man. Some black people treat each other. It amazes me how we talk this game as black folks about bonding, unity, and all of that. But unless you really do it, all of this is just talk. That's all it ever is. It's been talk. Nothing more, nothing less. It's always been about fucking talk. I'm sick of it. That's why, and it was somebody who just gave me a shout out in regards to a video I did about BLM movement. But you have to watch it or have to listen to it on both Spreaker and YouTube to really get what I was talking about. I'm not going to go into that right now. But we do a lot of double talking. As a race, we do a lot of double talking. All the damn time. We say one thing, but we do another. And for some reason, real families, I'm talking about sometimes some people who actually do have whatever relations they do have with the real families, they're the same way. I know. And I kind of feel like when I lived at home, it wasn't quite the family oriented and thing that I wanted to feel. You know what I mean? It's just, I didn't feel a strong bond. I mean, I feel, how can I put it bluntly? I'm trying to look for my phone here. What the hell I do with my phone? She must have moved it. There she go. But I know where it is. But I was harking back to years ago. A family member, which I'll leave name this because it pissed me off so bad, and it hurt me, told me, quote, "You forgot where you came from." And I'm thinking, you know what you just said to me, right? I was thinking, I didn't tell him that, but I was like, he was like, you forgot where you came from. Usually when you tell somebody they forgot where they came from, it's usually somebody who you, for lack of a better word, moved up on in the world and forgot about that person. Like like for example, like a football player, somebody with basketball said, you have moved on to the world and forgot everybody. Now, I can't speak for them, but I can speak for my damn self. First of all, when I moved to the DMV area from Cleveland, when I decided not to go back to live in Cleveland years ago, that was my choice. Okay? The opportunities that I have down in the DMV, I never had in Cleveland. And had I not left Cleveland, to this day, I probably would have never got them. That's number one. Number two, jobs started moving away from Cleveland in the late 70s. I saw it happen. And by the time I was able to get of adult age, there was nothing left to be desired in terms of real jobs. That's why I left. Then I went to the military. When I got out, I was stationed down here in the DMV. And I decided, there were jobs available. I applied for several jobs down here. I had called back about 3 jobs. I wasn't going home without a job. I made that note to my folks. And I wasn't going home working for pennies on the dollar either. I said, I do all right. But, I'm not, I ain't rich or not. I just, but I just wanted to be able to be gainfully employed. But when I was told that, I feel like, although I've sent money back home to my folks and stuff, and, did things I had to do and go visit and all of that, before and after that statement was made, man, by the way, I still feel like it's just never enough. I think there was it was some football player who mama told him, I guess he gave her a house or something like that. And then I guess he gave her some money. And she said that he owed her that because she carried him for 9 months and all that shit. I said, okay. So you ride the guilt shaming on them into fully supporting you on everything. And I think that's fucked up. I really do. In the case of my parents, I never forgot them. I always went back home to visit. We did things together. We went to family reunions together, did all that. I spent money trying to get rental cars and all that. They didn't want to ride. They rode in another vehicle. They had plenty of room to ride, but they didn't want to do it. I did stuff like that. Got ruled, all of that stuff. Sent my dad, and this was right at the same time I was told that. Sent money home for, family members to go to funerals and stuff, in the down south and all of that. Got on flight work, all of that. Took care of all of that. Just so I can hear, oh, you forgot where you came from. Ain't that a bitch? This is what I'm talking about. I said, black families, man, sometimes black families don't appreciate those members who are out there doing the thing, trying to help them. They don't appreciate it because there's never enough. And that's what hurts the most. It's the fact that you did all you can and do all you can to be there for them, and it's never enough. And I was told that back in 2000. I think it was 2006. It might have been 2009. I don't remember, but it hurt. It hurts to this day. I'm still hurt by that because really, I've been told that kind of bullshit even when I lived at home. It was different stuff like that, different things. It just was never enough. And that's why, you know what? My family down here is my real family. The family that I really should have been with in terms of the way things should have been. You can't control who your family are, but you can be with the family that you need to be with, who's going to be there for you and vice versa, who's going to love you and support you, what you do for them and vice versa, without all that fucking drama. As black people, we got enough drama in our lives as it is. Why do we have to create the drama within our families instead of bonding like we're supposed to do? This is DJ Wolf. If you share something like that with me, please feel free to contact me at foralltohear@gmail.com. Twitter, For All to Hear at Twitter. YouTube, For All to Hear TV. All right, guys. I got stuff like this and other things to say on the back burner tonight on DJ Wolf Live. I might be on a little later. Matter of fact, I will be on a little later today. I don't know what time. What's my number? Hopefully my Skype will be up and it'll be on Spreaker, exclusively on Spreaker. Number is 240-685-1441. That's 240-685-1441. All right, guys. This is DJ Wolf. Again, like I said, I got more stuff on the back burner. I will talk to you guys later.